Ellen has to be one of the most beloved hosts on television. With her dancing ways, heartwarming smile, and occasional joke usually at the expense of her guest, Ellen has created a brand like no other. However, sometimes when Ellen makes her guests the punchline, they decide to give it right back to her. And for the most part, it's fun and lighthearted. Nothing is meant by it. But still, it's funny to see some of Hollywood's biggest names clapping back at Ellen the way they do. Or I guess the way they have. And that's why we'll be counting down the top 10 celebrities that clap back at Ellen DeGeneres. What's happening, guys? Jared Bronstein here, and welcome to InformOverload. Make sure that you guys are subscribed, click that bell icon, and give this video a thumbs up if it gives you a good old chuckle. As always, I'll be replying to some comments from a previous video, and we'll be following that up with some bloopers, so stick around. For now, we gotta get right into this one, so sit back, relax, and let's get into these clapbacks. I was gonna say let's get to clapping, but that definitely means something different. Anyways, let's go. Start our list off at number 10, we got Cher. Now Cher has been known for being straight up and speaking her mind. It was evident on our list of best celebrity clapbacks of all time when Cher tweeted at a fan who was calling her out. And apparently Cher treats everyone equally. As part of the episode where Ellen has Cher on as a guest, the two stars surprised two women at a hair salon, giving them fresh hairstyles. While they were mid-makeover, the women all started chatting, which eventually led to one of the women agreeing with Ellen. Cher calls out the woman in Ellen's chair saying, "What do you mean yes, you don't know her?" To which the woman replies, "Well, from what I see on TV." Ellen then jumps in and says, "Yes, she knows me. They know me better than they know you." In response, Cher just stands there, smiling at Ellen and laughing while saying, "Ugh, you're such a bitch." It's clear these two must have a love-hate relationship. Moving on to number 9, Wanda Sykes. The comedian was sitting in one of Ellen's famous chairs directly across from the host. When Sykes mentioned that Ellen recently went on tour, Ellen denied that, saying she wouldn't call it a tour. Sykes proved her wrong, reminding Ellen that she actually gave her a sweater that reads Ellen DeGeneres Relatable Tour. Sykes then goes off on Ellen, referring to her 4 tour dates, claiming that'd be considered a regular weekend for Wanda. After the audience laughter simmered down, Sykes even pointed out that 3 of the 4 cities Ellen toured in were all in California, which even further proves that Ellen in fact did not tour anywhere. And at number 8, Katy Perry. Now some backstory here real quick for those of you who don't know. Katy Perry was once married to Russell Brand. The two had a very messy and public breakup, with accusations of Brand cheating and being a sex addict, among other things, making headlines. So when Perry was on Ellen's show and the host told Perry she'd be playing a game called Will You Perry Me, which was a spin on Would You Rather, Perry jokingly asked, "Do I have to get married again?" To which Ellen replied, "You were not married." Perry then reminds Ellen when she was 25 she was in fact married, and Ellen, genuinely forgetting about her past relationship, asked Perry, "To who?" Katy then reminds Ellen she was married to Russell Brand for a while and jokingly starts to make scissor gestures with her hands, implying Ellen should cut that segment out of her show when it airs. The clapback came when Perry finishes the conversation with, "Remember you gave me some wedding gifts on the show?" Moving on to number 7, we got Justin Bieber. Now Biebs seems to appear on Ellen whenever he's making headlines for all the right and wrong reasons. This time around, Biebs was photographed in Bora Bora while vacationing with on-again, off-again girlfriend at the time, Jade Pierce. The photo in question was actually the one showing off all of Biebs, if you get what I'm saying. The guy was naked. We're talking like full frontal and everything. So when Ellen and Bieber were discussing the photo, Ellen mentions Jade, referring to her as the girl in the background. Ellen then asks if that's just his girlfriend, to which she replies, "No, she's just a friend." Ellen then asks, "You're just naked with your friend?" To which Bieber, clearly embarrassed and now covering his face, calls out Ellen saying, "Why are you putting me on the spot like this?" Not so much an insult, but still, considering how he fully called her out for calling him out, it's good enough to be on this list. In at number 6, we got Blake Shelton. Shelton appeared on Ellen's show in May of 2019 before appearing again in December of the same year. The last time Shelton was on Ellen's show, the host gave the country singer a countdown clock, which jokingly put pressure on Shelton to pop the question to Gwen Stefani, his girlfriend of 4 years. When Shelton appeared on the show again, Ellen reminded him of the clock, but Shelton was quick to call her out. I quote him saying, "But you didn't give it to me. I walked backstage and someone back there was like, 'Hey, thanks for being on the show. Can I have that?' And they took it. So I haven't seen it. Time didn't really start ticking at that moment. Whoever your next guest was, you replaced the picture and did the same crap to them and embarrassed them." End quote. And he's not wrong. JLo was the next to receive the clock, but she got engaged, so maybe Blake not taking the clock was a blessing in disguise. Depending who you ask, I guess. Moving on to number 5, Hasan Minhaj. Now this one isn't so much a clapback as it is just a total shutdown, which in a sense is a clapback of sorts, at least in my books. So to start off the interview, Ellen addresses Minhaj and says, "It's so nice to meet you, I'm a huge fan." She then asks how to correctly say his name, first pronouncing it Hasan Minhaj, to which he just says nah. Ellen then says yes, looking visibly confused, to which he once again, getting slightly annoyed, says no. Minhaj then goes on to explain to Ellen how to properly pronounce his name, and then tells her he'd like to address it on national TV, laughing about how everyone has a hard time saying his name, but no one thinks twice about the actor Elgort Ansel. And I probably said that wrong, so I don't blame him. Elgort Ansel? Elgort? I don't know. It's a weird name. Up next at number 4, we got Justin Timberlake. Now every time these two get together, it looks like they're genuinely best friends. Which is why when JT called out Ellen for not knowing the lyrics to his hit song Can't Stop the Feeling, hilarity ensued. Ellen tells the audience that when the song first came out, she sent a clip of herself singing it to her pal JT. Timberlake then chimes in, reminding Ellen, "My favorite part was when you were like, it's just electric, just electric, just electric." And I was like, that's not the words. This is in reference to the part of the song that comes right before the chorus when JT sings, "Just imagine," 3 times. Now at number 3, Michelle Obama. In 2016, as Obama was winding down her last few weeks as First Lady of the United States, Ellen decided to do a segment showing the two of them shopping at a CVS. Throughout the segment, Ellen was making jokes to Obama, telling her she needs to push her own cart because no one will do it on her behalf. As the two women were checking out, Ellen asked Michelle, "Can you get my face on money?" To which Michelle responded, "No, I can't." Ellen then asks, "Why not?" Michelle explains she would need to do something extraordinary, like Harriet Tubman. Ellen explains how she does something grand by making the world happy on a daily basis. Michelle responds, "You should have freed some slaves," before telling Ellen she's really annoying, comparing going shopping with her to that of a 3-year-old. Moving on to number 2, Sean Hayes. And in what's been dubbed Battle of the Gays, Hayes and Ellen actually go back and forth, jokingly insulting each other and really just having a grand old time. The two of them laughing and joking around look like 2 high school friends reunited for the first time in years. Between the backhanded compliments and laughs, Hayes really got Ellen good. When Ellen asked Hayes how long he's been on the show Will and Grace, in which he stars as one of the show's characters, Jack McFarland, Hayes jokingly said longer than 15 years. This was a dig at Ellen's time on air, who had been celebrating 15 years when this interview was conducted. Ellen throws a bar back asking, "How long was it the first time around before y'all got cancelled?" After containing his laughter, Hayes turns to Ellen and says, "I think it was on longer than your sitcom was," before taking a sip from his mug. This was referring to the show Ellen, which ran for 4 years before being cancelled. And now in at the number 1 spot, Dakota Johnson. Ellen starts the interview off by wishing Johnson a happy 30th birthday, and then asks how the party was, reminding her that she wasn't invited. Johnson quickly jumps in saying, "Actually no, that's not the truth, Ellen, you were invited," before explaining to Ellen what had actually happened. Johnson explains the last time she was on Ellen's show, the host gave her a bunch of crap for not inviting her to a party. Johnson goes on to explain to Ellen that she didn't know she'd even want to come because she was under the impression Ellen didn't even like her. Johnson then clarifies that she did invite Ellen, saying, "But I did invite you and you didn't come." Ellen, visibly confused, questions Johnson, asking, "This time you invited me? Are you sure? I don't think so." To which Johnson says, "Ask everybody. Ask Jonathan, your producer." After Ellen gets exposed for actually not showing up to the party, she asks her team why she didn't go, to which someone off screen says, "You were out of town." Ellen jokingly responds, "Oh yeah, I had that thing," which obviously, you know, hey, I can't make it, I got that thing. She obviously didn't know what she had, but she just didn't look like an idiot. And Dakota Johnson just called her out, "You big old idiot." And there you guys have it for the top 10 celebrities that clap back at Ellen DeGeneres. You guys gotta let me know in the comments below which number you felt was truly the best clap back. If you were expecting some serious celebrity rage here, my apologies. This was more of like a light-hearted clap back list, I guess you could say. But if you guys did enjoy it, hit that thumbs up button and make sure you guys are subscribed to never miss a video. For now, we gotta reply to some comments from the video, top 10 entitled moms who went too far and got exposed. And we're gonna follow up these comments with some bloopers. Joey Bryan said, "During this whole video, I'm just trying to figure out if I like bearded Jared or babyface Jared better. They're both fine AF though." Oh, what's up, baby? I don't know, I just shave whenever I have auditions. Like, normally this is probably what I would walk around at. I grew out the beard because I was lazy. I had to shave for an audition. Sorry guys, can't have a consistent look because I'm an actor. Jacqueline Mugo said, "I miss your beard, Pepper. Still looking like a snack though." Well, truthfully, I included that comment because he called me Pepper, not because he called me a snack. But I mean, if you mean snack is in the sense that you'd like put me on some of your eggs or something because I'm Pepper, then I could rock with it. You get what I did there? Yeah. Renee Mativier said, "Jared the Spicy King, bringing all the hottest news to you." I like that. The news I bring is spicier than in Popeye's chicken. Alright guys, I've been your host, Jared Bronsky. In case you guys couldn't tell, obviously I'm a little under the weather, but I still came in to make the content for the fans. But I probably sound sick, I probably look sick. Sorry. Anyways, we got some bloopers, so enjoy them. Didn't even eat this morning, bro. I just had a green tea and like, just been chilling. Like, just no appetite, nothing. Can mean 2 things though. Clapping, like it means like shooting somebody.
They say 3 things, actually: clapping, shooting someone, f***ing someone.
Or making that clap. Oh man, I don't know if the Advil's wearing off, but I'm feeling shittier now. Claiming that'd be considered a regular weekend for Skies.
Wanda Sykes. I've been saying Skies the whole time, dude.
Remember you gave me some wedding gifts on the show? I don't know why I added that little laugh. It was like almost me trying not to cough. So I was like, I'm sick, off. Like, can you imagine? I'm just like, in which he stars as one of the show's characters, Jack McFarland. Can you hear I was like, get a little funny? Then I could rock with it. You get what I did there? Yeah.
It wasn't good.
I've been your host. Oh, that's right. Oh, that's my line.